Analysis paralysis. If you or your teams have experienced this, you know how overthinking can stall progress. If you can't break out of that loop, your best opportunities will die. I'm Floyd Kelly, founder of Nuvero. As a VP, I led global software teams, and now I use neuroscience to help executives and entrepreneurs like you unlock the unique potential in themselves and their teams. Look, getting to the right decision isn't easy. It's hard to strike a balance between reflexively making a decision because a bad decision is better than no decision, and embracing complexity to make the best decision possible. But if we understand how our brains get trapped in rumination loops under stress, and how to shift them into task positive mode, we can be much more effective. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how the brain's default mode network traps teams in analysis paralysis, and how to flip the switch to activate the task positive network for immediate action. How many times have you had a shower thought that changed everything? When we daydream or let our minds wander, our default mode network is activated. It's super helpful. Your brain disconnects from external tasks to engage in what neuroscientists call episodic memory retrieval and semantic integration, basically pulling together past memories in new ways. You can think of it as stream of consciousness thinking, recombining existing knowledge in new ways to produce novel solutions or associations. Making time in your day to let your mind wander can lead to creative innovation and new insights that change everything. But in stressful situations, it's easy for our default mode network to overengage, tipping us into overthinking and rumination. We become fixated on internal doubts, replay past decisions, or worry about future outcomes, stalling decisions, and keeping teams stuck. The solution is to engage the task positive network. This is the system in your brain responsible for focused attention, planning, and taking action. You've likely heard the advice to start your day by making your bed, and with that done, you'll be more motivated to take on the next task. When I started my master's degree, nobody could have told me that after a 10-hour day of Zoom calls, that sitting down in front of the computer for 3 more hours of study would be good for me. But it was. It was a welcome diversion that activated my task positive network and drew me out of rumination and overwhelm. So, when you spot one of your teams sitting in analysis paralysis, the key is to recruit their task positive network. Find tiny slices of the problem they can tackle and use time pressure to prevent the DMN from taking over. It doesn't even have to be related to the larger problem they're trying to solve. Call a hackathon and challenge them to ship one feature today. Look at a 6-month project and see what part of it could be demoed by the end of the day. Or call a bug bash day and see just how much cleanup can be done. Unlike the default mode network's creative wandering that sparks fresh ideas, the task positive network thrives on structure, channeling creativity into results. So, practice these 3 habits. Number 1, get in the habit of defining specific immediate tasks. Write down one next step. Just write it down. This will engage the task positive network to drive goal-directed behavior and pull attention away from the default mode network. Number 2, chunk projects and decisions. Ask, how can I break the problem into smaller actionable steps that we can do right now? Again, we are engaging the task positive network to bring some top-down regulation over the default mode network and allow it to return to its useful role as our creative muse. Number 3, create time-bound urgency. Now, you're not trying to add stress. Death marches don't inspire optimal thinking. But gentle urgency around something that's truly possible is a great way to focus and get the TPN engaged. For leaders or teams stuck in ruminative loops, make these practices habitual. Regular practice strengthens the TPN engagement over time and helps optimize the balance between the TPN and the DMN. So let us know. Have you caught yourself or one of your teams overthinking? Drop your questions or thoughts in the comments below. And what challenges would you like us to talk about in future videos? As always, you can find links to the research I mentioned and ways to get in touch in the description. Thanks for watching.